come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business! I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
Leopard 1, U-turn. Turning back.
Open fire!
Who was that?
A cyborg.
One of our competitors? Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Cool!
EXIF comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden!
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister. Let's get this over with.
Take out those hostiles.
we will never know what happened to that shirt and tie that Raiden took off, because all we saw was his overcoat. Logan, my new...
You'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to match the situation.
Welcome to my new Let's Play of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. This game is a little weird for me to be Let's Playing. I have never played a Metal Gear Solid game, and I have been honest about that in everything I've said about this game. But you really don't need to understand what's going on here.
Get back there, ASAP. I'll add the limo to your solid down radar.
Yeah, you really don't need to know what's happened in past games to know what's going on here. I did look a little bit into Metal Gear Solid 4 before this Let's Play, just because that's the one that takes place before this. This game is not technically canon to Metal Gear, I guess, but it's my favorite Metal Gear game, mostly because other than the Game Boy one that we played on Nerd Squad one time, it's the only one I've played. But our protagonist, Raiden, he's really cool. He was the main protagonist of Metal Gear Solid 2. He showed up in 4 as a cyborg. And he has a sword. He has light and heavy attacks. And these enemies, I wasn't actually aware that they came after you, but they do, and that's something I know now. Whoa, he dodged! Good job! Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough for you to survive. You can also press LT to go into free blade mode, which you can just move your sword in whatever way you want using the camera stick, whatever you have that set to. So, that's this game's main draw, is that you can cut things freely. You can't choose when you cut enemies in this one, at least not yet. There is a certain way that you can actually cut like body parts off of enemies, and it's real cool. And I don't know why they didn't just make that be the only free blade mode, because he should be being cut off right now, but he's not. Maybe he'll let me show it? Okay, yes, if you parry, then you can do this. This is really cool, and I don't know why they didn't just make that like the only way you can do it. Him out, parry. I'm not going to be cutting people too excessively in this Let's Play, just for the sake of pacing and everything, but...
What are you doing, Raiden? Get to that limo!
It is something you can do. Alright. Now that all those guys are dead, let's get after the limo.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
What? They have a Metal Gear? Here? Ryder, take out that UMG and get after it.
So yeah, Namani's kidnapper, he was pretty planned for that, given he has a Metal Gear kid. And the fact that a Metal Gear is the first boss shows you how intimidating some of the bosses in this game are actually going to be. So fighting Metal Gear Ray, you just want to attack its feet. That's its weak point, quite obviously, because it's the only part you can hit right off the bat. Sometimes it will bury its head in the ground and you can attack that. But once you attack its feet, you'll get a prompt to destroy it. If you attack a foot you've already destroyed, then you will jump up to the cannon when you get a prompt for blade mode. But now that we've destroyed that foot and cannon, we have to move on to the next one.
They swapped out the hydraulic catheter for a plasma cannon.
That's not that important, Boris. Alright, there we go. This fight's not too hard. Like, even on my first playthrough, this fight was pretty easy. That said, I am playing on easy mode. I did struggle a bit with it when I first played this game on very hard mode. The very hard mode is, as the name would suggest, very hard. Yeah, sometimes it swings its tail like that. That never happened to me on my first playthrough, so I don't know if there's like certain conditions that have to be met for it to do that or something, but it rarely does it in my experience. I'm already like underneath the thing, Boris. Okay. I don't know why I'm dropping so many frames here, but whatever. It's not too bad. Alright. It'll jump across the map. You want to get close to it as quickly as you can, and...
Yes! Sweeping wide open! Хорошо, very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh? He's on the other side of that collapsed building. Go!
I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. We have to go after Namani's kidnapper now. Which isn't too hard, considering he literally only ran this far.
There, get him!
Yeah, he had all that time to escape while we were fighting Metal Gear Ray, and instead he just kind of ran a little bit and then sat there and waited. I guess. And we do have to chase him because it's our job to protect the Prime Minister. He isn't out of our sight yet. Well, now he is. But he's probably just on top of this building.
Then you cheat. It still works?
So there was a hint that this thing wasn't dead earlier, if you saw on the grading scale for that boss fight. While I did get an S rank, there were no kills, so that's your hint that this thing isn't dead after that fight. I already took a bit of damage, that's unfortunate. This is actually like hard to get an S rank on, or at least a no damage marking on, even if it's like easy mode. Because I'm playing on the easiest possible settings, and I still took damage right away. I've done this a few times without taking damage, but this thing has some pretty hard to dodge attacks. Luckily, it's not the hardest thing in the world, unless you're on very hard mode, in which case, good luck, but you can't even play on that mode until you beat the game in hard mode, so whatever. One more hit. I'll do it for you, Bora. All we had to do is follow the damn train, CJ. Alright, so this train has something on it that's kind of asshole-ish.
An unidentified field roader is heading your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Just because of how it's placed. So as you can see ahead there, we have some people. But if you come down here, this is something you'll be collecting throughout the game. Data storage units. And they have one hidden right here, just before a cutscene.
Prime Minister! Ha! Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer. Stop! What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose.
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in? All we're saying, give war a chance!
No!
He's all yours, Sam! Let's go.
Sorry for all the weird pauses in that cutscene, but fighting Jetstream Sam, you may realize he does not have a health bar. Yeah, this is going to be a weird fight. He can do that stabbing attack where he just deals a shitload of damage and it's real hard to dodge. You can parry his attacks, but even they still do damage to you. But I'm gonna keep fighting against him as long as I can. It is a bit upsetting that he still does damage to you when you parry him, but I guess it's just showing that he is a threat, because he most certainly is.
Self-taught, and not half bad. Still. Your technique lacks something.
So yeah, our technique apparently lacks something to him, even though he hasn't gotten that many attacks in. I mean, all things considered. He has done a considerable amount of damage, but most of it's just because of his blocking, or because our parries he still does damage to. If you just keep using light attacks, he doesn't really get much of a chance to attack himself. He will still get a few attacks off every now and then, but your light attack is pretty powerful in the way that it's quick, and it's hard for him to get attacks off because of it. I'll let you listen to this song real for now, though, because it's really cool. It's called The Only Thing I Know For Real.
Not good enough!
Now your weapon is purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back.
No. My sword is a tool of justice.
Are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
This is all the Ripper has to offer? Gotta try harder than that. Oh, did you want to practice first? Gotta try harder than that.
Just so you know, before the episode ends, these episodes won't be nearly as frequent as Pokemon Soul Silver and Ascal Academy were, but they will be coming out as I finish them.
This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get you waiting, huh?